guys, I'm Dimitri with Canucks here at the ASUS booth. One of the crazy monitors that is behind me, there was just a giant crowd there, and they all dispersed as soon as we started filming. So I was going to say, like, yeah, everyone is here to see that monitor. But it really represents the next generation of gaming and combination of kind of like creative professional work, you can say, as a mix of curve, 35-inch, 200 hertz, G-Sync, HDR, quantum dot, anything you want is there. So let's talk about all that right after this. Our Computex trip is brought to you by PHANTEKS, Cooler Master, and MSI. So in order to understand what this monitor brings to the table, we have to go back to this year's CES, during which ASUS launched the PG35VQ. That monitor was groundbreaking for the time, since it offered a 27-inch of screen real estate, HDR support, a 4K resolution, 144Hz refresh rate, and quantum dot technology. Basically, it was the holy grail of PC gaming monitors in a friendly, non-curved format. Now, with the PG35VQ, ASUS is stepping it up even further. First of all, this new monitor is absolutely massive, with a 35-inch footprint at 21:9 with pretty small bezels. So if you had the money necessary to put 3 of these together side by side, the experience will be amazing. The panel also conforms to the new HDR10 format and utilizes quantum dot technology to broaden the tonal range, so it achieves a wide DCI P3 color space. If you want a super bright monitor, ASUS has you covered too, since the panel can achieve an insane 1000 nits, while black balance is maintained by 512 individual LEDs, which offer low-level local dimming. Actually, the most interesting aspect of this monitor is probably its refresh rate of 200 Hz. When coupled with NVIDIA's G-Sync technology, it should produce smoother gameplay images without any stuttering or ghosting. Even better is the fact that you won't need a crazy amount of GPU horsepower to achieve optimal frame rates either, since the resolution is 3440 by 1440. Unfortunately, while this does make driving this monitor easier, it also leads to much lower pixel density than the 4K panels we fell in love with at CES. The last addition is the glowing RGB, which can actually be color matched to your main system via the ASUS Aura Sync software, provided you have a motherboard which supports it. The effect is pretty stunning, which is underneath the stand, and a very unique giant RGB logo at the back of the monitor, not really for you, but for potential viewers that are watching esports. Now sure, all of this sounds exciting, but there's of course a price attached to all of this technology. While an official price is still unknown, the PG35VQ was going for about $1,200. So I would not expect this newer Swift monitor to be any less than that. And I guess we'll have to find out when this thing launches sometime closer to the end of the year. Okay guys, so what do you think about this crazy monitor? I don't think it's for everybody. It's not even for me. It's like it would be a cool thing to experience, but I would say that the whole much higher refresh rate is really just like a marketing selling point, because the difference between 144 Hz and 200 Hz in terms of the gameplay experience, you won't notice a much difference. If you go from 60 to 100, that's a much bigger difference versus going from 144 to 200, in my opinion. But let me know what you think. Is the curve really worth it? Is the quantum dot really worth it? It's really good to see these monitors sort of pushing the boundaries of where we're going with these panels. But yeah, I'm Dimitri with Canucks. That thing is super awesome. What do you think? We'll see you in the next video.